Sammie, obviously, this season, from a goals point of view, from your point of view, I guess you're just waiting for one to come and they'll start coming after that.
Yeah, I'm very critical and harsh on myself, to be fair. Go through all the clips after the game, and I think I've counted, I should have 6 or 7, maybe more. And it's just chasing that goal, but we've got to keep the confidence high. All-round play's not been bad, and listen, we're going for a blip at the minute as a team, but no better fixture than Pompey away to fix that.
Yeah, I guess everyone says when they go through a run, the worst thing is when you're not getting chances. At least you're getting in there and you keep getting in there and you can build from that.
Yeah, I think it's just my character. I'll never shy away from getting the ball and getting in them positions. I know myself, I showed when I came on loan here that if I keep getting into them positions, I will score. And like you said, if it'd be a problem if we're not creating, we are definitely creating, especially the front three. So I think we'd be more worried if we weren't creating them chances. We know the ability we've got that goals will come, and I think we've got, was it 12 different scorers, something like that, so we've got goals across the whole team, but I would like to start chipping in with some, to be fair.
Yeah, I guess when like for example the one where you went through on goal at the home game and the keeper obviously made a save, are you feeling the same going through as what you normally would, or is it a simple case of strikers always talk about confidence and going through runs? It doesn't matter whether you're a striker, midfielder or attacking midfielder, it's going to affect you at some point, isn't it, in terms of your mindset?
No, of course. I think confidence is something I've never struggled with, and it's more a case of chasing the goal. I think it's like when people say, like, you wait for a bus and then 2 come. I know as soon as I grab that goal that they'll all come flooding in. But it's not a confidence thing. It's more like you just want to succeed and do so well, and you want to sort of talk the talk. And obviously, speaking about goals, never had a drought before in my career. But like I said earlier, there's no better place than going to Fratton Park and starting the goal trend off.
Yeah, how have you found it actually without fans? Because when I look at the squad,
hated it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because you look at the squad and you think some people will thrive and some people hate it. You've always seemed someone that you love I love the atmosphere.
Yeah, I think I speak for everyone. We don't enjoy it. You have to create your own atmosphere. So to know that even 2,000 fans are going to be in there, I know they're going to be home opposition. But it's just like the atmosphere, the whole build-up. It feels like a proper match day again, and I think a couple of us have missed that feeling. Like you said, not like I like to play up to the crowd, but it's just nice to show people how good you are. And when we do go to games, it is literally like people can watch it on the iFollow. It is literally 11v11 and the staff in the whole stadium with a couple of stewards for the tunnel. So there is no atmosphere at all, and I think that's what football's all about. So I think the way the fans are feeling about coming back to games is exactly how the boys are feeling too. Yeah,
because ultimately when you grow up, all you really want to do is play in front of people.
Yeah.
All you really want to do is have adulation from your own supporters and showcase what you're all about. And it must feel so frustrating. I know there's not a lot we can do about it, but to be able to turn up on match days and it's almost like going through the motions a little bit without, you want the 3 points at the end of the day, but there's a big difference between playing in silence and not.
No, exactly. We want to win like the fans want us to win, and we want to experience the whole thing together. We lose as a team, and I think we lose as a whole fan base, everyone together. And I think we've had moments this season, like my last-minute goal against Fleetwood. It would have been brilliant if the fans were there, and maybe some times when we have needed the crowd behind us, like we played well against Wimbledon. We didn't manage to get the result, but I think if you had fans there egging you on, it just gives you that little bit more percentage. And listen, you can say like Portsmouth are going to have their home fans there, but we can't wait to get people back at the Western homes, and I think it'll just give everyone a lift, fans and players. Yeah,
in terms of the performance on Tuesday, it was actually quite good, wasn't it? Up to a point, it was just that last final bit.
I think the manager mentioned it's just about ruthlessness in both boxes. We can see goals and we don't take chances. I'm guilty of that. A couple of the lads are guilty of that. But I think, like you said earlier in the interview, I think if we're not creating these chances, then there'd be a problem. I think we had 15 shots or something ridiculous like that. So I think the middle of the game is right. We just need to tighten up, and I think teams have these blips. We just got to stick together. Obviously, the fans are coming back in now, so we've had 2 bad results in the FA Cup and Wimbledon. Maybe the performance levels were better on Wednesday night. But like I said, we've got a massive game at Fratton Park. I think everyone's up for it. We'll travel up tonight, get a good night's sleep, and hopefully really kick on and start the season again.
Yeah. Have you found it in general? Obviously, coming in. I suppose with the games coming so thick and fast, you don't really get time to breathe, do you? And I know when you've got family and you're moving them up and you're trying to get settled and you've got this, that and the other going on, it can be very hard to just get 10 minutes where you can just go like that and switch off.
It's just not a normal season. I think the manager mentioned it after a game, and it was sort of like, we need to pick up as many points as we can because no one knows when the season's going to end, no one knows if it's going to end. So it has been a bit of a whirlwind, like you say. It's like game after game after game at the minute. No real time to rest, and no real time to sort of take a step back from football. and even analyse stuff. You know, it's so full on, and it's the same for every team. To be fair, obviously, like you say about moving down, I've moved down to the area, selling the house in Bristol. Like, there's so much going on, along with 2 games every week. It's very hectic, but like I said, it's the same for everyone. We've just got to, you know, focus on staying together, focus on keeping our performance levels high, and we know the results and the goals will come with it.
Yeah, how important is people like your missus, your family, been in this time? Because, as you say, you can take for granted everyone looks at you as a big bubbling personality, but you know, no one really knows what goes on when you're not on the pitch, and that's, people need to understand that it's a big wide world out there.
Of course, like I say, like, I'm bubbly. You'll probably hear me before you see me, and I can take all the praise in the world when I signed here, when the fee, whatever it is. But I'm only human. I can hold my hands up when performances and goals and assists haven't been good enough, and I can definitely hold my hands up there and say that is the case. But the person I am, nothing knocks me. Like I said, confidence is not an issue. And one thing I will always do is give 110%, keep working on and off the pitch, to make sure my performance levels just sort of hit a consistency. And I know when that happens that the goals will come, and like I said, as soon as I get one, it'll be like, not the pressure, because like I said, it's not a confidence thing in front of the goal, it's more a case of chasing the goal. Like I want the goal as much as fans want me to get the goal. I think it's just a case of taking all the pressure off, playing my game. You know, I know what I'm about, the manager knows what I'm about, the fans know what I'm about, and sort of just getting back to the basics, holding your hands up, knowing it's not been good enough, and sort of starting fresh, get the basics right, and really kick on and start producing the goals.
And just finally, we better say that the second episode of the Frankie and Sammie show will be coming. We will film it at some point.
We'll film it at some.
It was received very well.
Yeah, we will film it at some point. Obviously, it's always tough to put something like that out. You know, it's a hard world for everyone at the minute with this coronavirus and the lockdown. So I understand that people might want us to concentrate more on performance than these TV shows, but you know, we're trying to spread a bit of joy to everyone. And don't get me wrong, I think we work hard enough on and off the pitch to enjoy a bit of entertainment and giving back to the fans.